Hi Aries, welcome back to Dream Tarot. All right, let's jump into your reading. This will be for Aries, Aries placements, Aries masculines and feminines alike, and also Aries cross watchers if you are watching. Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today whenever you do catch this reading. And we're going to jump right in. Let's see what's happening for my Aries at this time. Anything of significance, anything that we need to put on the table, we're definitely going to talk about in this reading. All right, so give me some messages for my Aries. Give me some messages for Aries, please. What do we have for my Aries watching? Anything significant? Please allow it to come out. All right. Ace of Swords. Tower. Three of Pentacles. Okay. All right, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So it's interesting. This reading definitely feels like you're being redirected. So there's going to be a big statement or situation or something that's going to happen that's going to redirect you. Like the way that you're thinking is not the way that you need to be thinking. I feel like you're thinking very logically, very rationally, very like with a lot of intelligence about a situation that's going on. You may be trying to gain all the facts involved. It's very similar to you like being a judge. So if you're a judge, you want to get all the facts, all the evidence, but you're going to be redirected to where like none of that really matters. Like you need to think fast. You don't have time to get all the answers. Just judge it based off of face value. That may be something that you feel uncomfortable doing because you don't like to pass judgment on others, or you may not like to basically come to an understanding of something without all of the pieces. You understand? It's almost like when a friend is telling you their drama, but you also know your friends, characteristics, their positives, you also know their negatives. And then you kind of just are like asking a lot of questions like, okay, but what did you do in this situation? What led up to that fact? Is this person going through something? Like it seems like you're trying to really do a lot of research and you're thinking very logically, like with no, you're not trying to have a bias about something here. So you could be caught in the middle of a situation as well. You're trying not to have a bias. You're really trying to research the facts, but you need to kind of like think quickly, possibly impulsively, irrationally, which is not your MO. I just don't see that being you. I feel like you're very fair, you're very sound, and you just want to gain all of the knowledge or facts before deciding something, okay? And we have the Tower. So what this is basically saying is that time is ticking. You don't have time to get all the facts. What do you feel in this moment? That's what you're being redirected for. I almost feel like the Tower is going to be something that redirects you, and it's going to be very large or incredible in a way that it makes you think like all of the necessities that you thought you needed, you don't need. It's like you have to just get ready. You're not going to be able to prepare for the situation. Now, the good thing is that sometimes with the Tower, things can blow up in your face if you don't act quick enough, okay? I feel like you're going to be able to put the pieces back together very naturally with the Three of Pentacles being here. So there's nothing to worry about. And I also see you being very pleased with the outcome of the situation. It feels like you're going to be in a very stable situation here. And I feel like it's because you are already headed on a good path. So it's not like when you're approaching the situation, you're like the bad guy or the bad girl. You're approaching it from a very maybe patient standpoint. You could be really getting your life in order. You're trying to do the right thing, but you also are trying to access it from all points. You're not going to have time to do that. So if you're doing that right now, you're going to get this disrupted in some way where it's like, see, I told you, or you didn't need the evidence, just judge it from face value. Okay, so I don't really know what the situation is as of yet, right, with the Ace of Swords, but it's obviously something that you're trying to be very precise with, okay? Like, whenever you think of swords, think of like a doctor or a surgeon. They want to be very precise before they, you know, cut some shit open. You're not going to have time to do that. Let's see. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. What information does Aries know already? Like, I feel like you're learning more, but you're not going to have all the facts. Okay, so it's a third wheel type of situation. So again, I feel like you're caught in the middle of someone else's mess, and you're kind of being looked at as a mentor to give advice or to repair the situation or to maybe even call the shots, because you are Emperor in tarot, which is like the boss. So you could be being called to call the shots, take responsibility, but you want all of the facts first before, building, like, you're building your case before you make your standpoint. Okay. I also feel like the situation is very stressful for you. So I don't know if you're caught in the middle of family drama and caught in the middle between two friends, caught in a love situation that's a triangle. You're trying to really get all the facts before you make a decision. You need to make a decision like yesterday. But I feel like this is kind of fated, like it's meant to happen this way. It's meant for something to blow up in your face to redirect you. So let's see what's going on here with Ace of Swords. This could also be work as well, like, trying to make the right decisions about work, trying to be a leader, but also not, you don't want to be misinformed. That's just what I'm seeing is your concern. You don't want to be misinformed. You want to know everything before you make your final decision. You're not going to have time this time, Aries. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, time is running out with the Tower. All right. Ace of Swords, please. So this could even be like communication or speaking with someone, whether it's about scheduling or making time, or I don't know, something about time. So maybe it's like scheduling a moment with someone that's involved, to speak to them thoroughly, to have that time and space, to have that floor. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. You're going to have to just make your decision. That may make you very uncomfortable. All right, what's the Ace of Swords here for Aries? Yeah, again, I see you very stressed, okay? So Nine of Swords is coming out, confirming that. You've been overthinking the situation, overanalyzing, being super logical, really putting on like your lab coat, very scientific towards the situation, and it doesn't call for all of that this time, okay? It calls for something different. That's not how you are looking to approach a situation. So it does stress you out a lot. You're also being called to save the situation. So whatever this is means a lot to you, you probably want to like save it, salvage it if you can. Or if you're not really directly involved, but you are involved, you just kind of want to save the dynamic. So maybe the group, the friendship, the relationship, whatever it is, the family dynamic. You're trying to save something, but you're also trying to get all points. You kind of just have to act on what you know as of today. You try so hard, okay? So that's one thing that you do know, is that you've tried so hard in a certain situation. You have approached something very traditionally. Oh, not traditional. Oh, well, I guess so. I thought this was the Hierophant, but it's the King of Pentacles. So you possibly put a lot of money or investment behind whatever this is. You've also been in a very traditional, respectful energy towards the situation. Your behavior has been really good as of lately. And you're still giving to it in some way where it is kind of consuming you with the Eight of Pentacles, because that's like spending a lot of time towards something. That's also like a perfectionist standpoint where like you want to get something right. So I see why you're trying to do a lot of research. I see why you're trying to up your wisdom or your intelligence. I see why you are trying to get all the facts before you act. I see that. But something is not calling for perfectionism, it's just calling for action at this time with the tower. Let's see. What's the tower? All right, so we have homeless here. So um this calls to like if you don't act fast enough, you could be like left out of something or left without something or left in a weird situation where you're not having the stability that you want. So I don't know, you're kind of caught in the middle. It's almost like if you don't act fast enough, someone's going to be without a home. If you don't act fast enough, someone's not going to have a car. If you don't act fast enough, maybe you'll be I don't know. There's with the homeless card when it comes out, it's just like feeling left out in the cold or feeling at a disadvantage. So if you don't act fast enough, you'll be in some type of disadvantage. This affects you in some way, even if it's not your drama or your situation to be handled. Unfortunately, it looks like you have to be the one to handle it, because if not, it does affect you. So even if someone else is supposed to be taking leadership during this time or calling the shots, they're not. But you also sitting around trying to get all the facts to make the best decision, it's also not effective. It's like this person's not making a decision, time is running out. I need to make a decision right now. Even if I don't have all the facts, trust in your intuition, your discernment that you will make the right decision without knowing everything. It's almost like you're gambling almost, okay? And this could be something that's so important to you. You put a lot of effort behind it. You don't really want to gamble with this, but I feel like you're going to hit the jackpot if you don't think about it too much. Yeah, the Fool. All right, so you're walking into something new. So no matter what, you are going to lose something. It's almost like the Death card. Something is coming out of your life and you're walking into a totally different lifestyle. So whatever decision that you're going to be faced with, or that you're going to be forced to make, you're walking into a much more elevated lifestyle. Okay, so there's that. Also, I'm not seeing the World card here, so I feel like this was not your lesson to learn. It's someone else's lesson that's included in here. So someone may be facing a harsh lesson. You may also be learning a lesson too, but you're kind of like jumping ahead and going straight into a different lifestyle, different purpose, different walk of life, whatever. And it does come with more luxuries or more stability or just an elevated lifestyle. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Also, lots of wisdom as well. So this lesson is giving you wisdom, maybe not to repeat a situation like this again. So what you're going to end up having to do is like set some really serious boundaries in a situation, or say the word no. So there's someone around you that you are trying to get all of the information before you are faced with telling them no, rejecting them, or setting boundaries. Unfortunately, nothing's going to make sense of this. You're just going to have to say no or set some boundaries. It's killing you in some way. Or with the Nine of Pentacles, you're just super respectful towards this person. You may have a lot of respect towards this person that is hard for you to set those boundaries, but it's been a long time coming with the Knight of Pentacles. It's time. Okay? Because this is a thing, like you're not gonna make a mistake. First of all, you're being redirected to make the right choice. Something within your heart or decision making, or maybe even your bias or your love for a situation, possibly would have made you make the wrong decision and just allowed something to happen. This is like allowing disrespect or allowing chaos. You possibly would have did it if you would have kept researching and trying to find different angles of this bias. The universe is stepping in and saying, nope, not happening. We're not going to allow you to find evidence that this is going to work for you. It does not work. We're going to blow it up in your face right now. You're going to deal with it, and you'll be happy that you dealt with this sooner than later, okay? And I feel like your life is going to get so much better after you make this really tough decision. Um, and in the blow up, right, in the tower, you may lose something, right? So it's almost like a real, like a blow up. Even if you said it, something of yours may get blown up in the process, but you'll be able to get it back like nothing. Because you were the person who was always doing the work anyway. You know what I'm saying? What kind of sucks about this is like, it's almost like a masterpiece that you've been working on for so long, but it was supposed to be a group effort or even like a relationship effort with another person. It wasn't working out. Or say this is a business partnership. You and a business partner is supposed to be a duo. You're doing all the work, they're not doing any work, and then amongst them not doing work, they keep bringing people in to your situation. Then those people are not doing work because it's not really their passion, their dream. This whole thing is going to fall apart, but you can move on forward doing your own thing and being very successful at it because you were doing that all along. That's what I'm getting. Okay, you were doing that all along. You were keeping something together all along. It has to be blown up because you would have never walked away from it. What's the Three of Pentacles? So it's almost like you were doing the work for you and the other person, and then anyone else they kept trying to bring in into this entanglement, you were doing that work as well. It's like, it's not fair. It's going to be blown up. What's the Three of Pentacles? You will love, I know what you love what you have right now, but you will love even better what's about to come for you, what you're going to be working on in the future. You will love that even more. You will love that so much. One of your faults in the future may be that you have a hard time stepping away from what this is. So say you're going to be going into business by yourself. You may have a hard time stepping away and like enjoying the rest of your life, you know, like love, friendship, family. Or if this is you just working on yourself, you just may be very secure with that Nine of Pentacles, very independent. You may be having a hard time letting people into your world in the future. That's how much you're going to love this new life. And that's fair. Okay? That's what the universe feels like is fair for you. All right, Three of Pentacles. Yep. Knight of Cups. Some of you guys are going to be dating yourself, or you're dating your business, dating your job, your career. You're going to fall in love with whatever this is. Something had to blow up for you to realize I can do it all on my own and do it better. You're going to do that, and you're going to be so enthralled in this new energy. It's going to be hard to pull you away or pull you off. So there's a lot of self-love here. There's also a lot of advancement for you coming towards you, moving forward the next couple of months. Your lifestyle is going to be improving. You are also going to be someone who has a lot of money, okay? So if money has been a struggle, maybe it's been the environment or the people that you're involved with. That's going to be kind of broken down so you can start fresh. You are going to be very independent and so in love with yourself, so in love with your business, your projects, your passions, your interests. It's going to be hard to pull you away. Even when you do meet like-minded individuals like yourself, it's going to be hard to pull you away. That's how in love you're going to be with this new energy. And very stable, lots of money, being able to save, living a better lifestyle, just getting into some new things here. All right, so I am seeing this on the bottom of the deck while we're about to close out. Five of Wands. There is some petty drama. It's not worth it, by the way, with the Ten of Wands. So it stresses you out quite a bit. You're trying to save the situation. How about just saving yourself out of the situation? I feel like that's the redirecting that you're going to need that's coming towards you. It's like if you just focus on yourself, life will be so much easier. Let these other people figure it out. If they want to play, you know, if they want to do this, do that, you know, lollygag, let them figure it out. You don't always have to be the savior. And you don't need all the facts to think like, am I thinking clearly? What you feel right now is you thinking clearly, okay? Some of you guys are so logical and so rational, you kind of cast your emotions to the side. But if you're feeling emotionally bothered by a situation, that's your answer. All right, let's get your last words. All right, last words for my Aries dealing with the situation. Anything significant? I was playing a song before I started your reading. It's called Patterns. So when you recognize that a pattern is happening in your life or even with the people who deal with you, and you see it's a pattern, it's already lost at that point. If it's a negative pattern, you know, it's already lost. All right, let's see. Messages, please, for Aries. All right, one more, and then I'll show them to you. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have Lover Girl. All right, we have club or a party that you could be going to very soon. Also, it's your birthday, so happy birthday. I should have started off with that. Happy birthday to my Aries. Shout out to you guys. I hope you guys are being safe, first and foremost, having a great time and feeling really loved and celebrated during this time. And lots of abundance, gifts, and materials come to you, okay? Nasty sex. Y'all, this has been coming out so much in my readings. I'm just like freaked out at this point. I'm freaked out. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm like, what is going on? Why is everybody so freaked out? All right. New home, period. Avoiding someone. Strictly straight. Not worth a second chance. Con artist / scammer. Wandering eyes. I'm single. Arguments. Bill help. Some bill help could be coming towards you. And this is your season of popularity. So if you've just been staying to yourself a lot, Aries, prepare to get very popular once again, because this is a reoccurring theme in your life. So prepare to be popular once again. And how nice is it to be popular during your birthday season? Love that for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Make sure to like the video as it helps me out a lot. Also, comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your life, because, of course, I want to hear. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on your next Aries reading coming out very soon. Happy birthday to all my Aries. Again, I hope you guys are safe and just have a ball. And if you would like to get a personal reading by me or just check out my website, the link is in the description box down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.